Hey guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, the presidential. We're listening to Owen Schroyer right now. Okay, and okay, so his show is. I've done a few videos. I've not made them public yet. I mean, it's just very like he's missing some shit here and there, but that's what I expect from Infowars. Okay, because they're halfway there and halfway not. They'll give you little tidbits, but they're actually in operation, I believe, for this White House. But at any rate, Owen does go off the reservation a tad. And when he does, it's enjoyable. So he's talking about the presidential youth fitness. I thought it was the president's physical fitness. And I mean, you could choose to be part of it or choose not to be part of it. And you got a patch. And everybody seems to remember different things from it. However, I actually was of that age group. I was in Catholic school at the time, but I believe the gym classes were still participating in that because it was just such a large parish. And a lot of actually really good athletes came out of that parish. I'm trying to think. Well, they went on to play for like Marquette and stuff, which you might not know, but a lot of NBA came out of there. All right, so we're finished with that. Now, or many did, uh, say a decade or two ago. All right, so let's listen to Owen quickly, and I have my own thoughts I want to push in here as usual. So at any rate, Obama discontinued the whole damn thing. Obama, because he probably didn't feel. I don't know. He was fundamentally transforming the country, I guess, which Trump is now completing for him.
In other words, just total libbed out, just total Obama libbed out. So it's not fair to be judging children on how fast they can run a mile, or how many pull-ups they can do, or chin-ups, or how many push-ups. It's not fair. So we're going to change that. We're going to get rid of that. Make some kids feel left out. So we're going to say everybody's great. It's like a participation trophy now. So they're bringing it back. No, that's a good thing.
I just wanted to ask, does anyone understand the one piece of hair curly queuing up like that? Like, is that supposed to be like a trend with the hair grease? And then with the 1966 yearbook flip in back? I don't know. Am I just out of it? Because I don't think that's cute, and I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't let that sleep on my pillowcase. I'd have to be washing, scrubbing, using spraying shout on it, trying to get the stains out. No,
That's a good thing. And maybe go one step further. You talk to the student, you say, yeah, you couldn't complete the mile. You couldn't do 2 push-ups. You couldn't do a pull-up. You couldn't do the V-sit unless you can maybe lose a hoe. That's Thomas trying to avoid that. How about you're in that bad a shape and you're much better. So that's what's going on right now. But Trump just doing introductions here, so I just wanted to cut away.
This.
Now, this isn't the only Obama era thing, obviously, that Trump is getting rid of. I've got an update on the EPA situation from.
I have like a little eyebrow / manicure scissors. I just no, it's an eyebrow trimming little Revlon thing. I just feel like just going right into the camera and just snipping that off.
Lee Zeldin, Josh Hawley responding to President Trump's post doesn't make any sense. The way Hawley described on air and have a choice. It's a story on my.
But there's also
I was like, people. So some Pelosi Act, the stock trading.
Yeah,
He's doing
okay.
address for
It's
that
still
last night.
It's
and
not going to end. We can talk about all this bullshit and keep the three ring circus up.
A month or two ago, we may have had a show headline, but it was my opener and discovered some.
I missed what I wanted.
And I guess do 2 push-ups. Graham, yeah, very. That sounds very.
Greatest players in the world.
Okay, Trump. I want to bring this to your attention. I saw and heard things that seemed very odd. First of all, you will no longer see him from the waist down because of his leg swelling, and I believe he has congestive heart failure. I believe it's affecting his lungs, and I will tell you why.
There's a bunch of professional athletes there. They're re-announcing the presidential fitness plan for American schools, and it looks like Trump is about to make this announcement and sign the executive order right now. So let's go live to the White House.
And they're going to do some very important things for our country.
So I expected to see beautiful, fit young men. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing old men with beards. And J.D. Vance, who was a fat kid. Which is, I mean, I was too, for a couple of years anyway. Actually, I started getting involved in physical fitness in my Catholic school, playing baseball after school. And I lost like 15, 20 pounds. I just lost my baby fat. Let's just say that. How's that? I gained it. I lost it in a matter of just a couple of years. So whatever. Okay, let's go.
Nobody knows LT, right? LT, greatest ever.
I have no idea who LT is, Trump. This would be something for someone who's actually physically fit, not someone who consumes McDonald's 3 to 4 times a day and has 12 to 15 Diet Cokes a day. Listen to the way he is speaking.
Lawrence Taylor, you look good.
He's breathing
right?
heavily.
LT, greatest ever.
Greatest ever. I'm telling you,
You look good.
He has fluid building up in his lungs.
These trade deals and get us back going in the right direction, not Canada. But it's just like, I don't play the Gaza videos.
By the way, Hillary was involved in the Russia hoax.
I mean, we've showed some of it. We've showed the destruction, but I don't want to look at.
You should be, you've been instructed not to put it on, Owen. You should be putting it on. You should be putting it on every fucking day. I'm talking about Palestine. And this shit would stop fast. Isn't your audience mostly Southern Christian? Like even the callers from New Jersey have a Southern twang because they're not from New Jersey. And they all have weird names like Austin, Berkeley, Buchanan. I mean, Birmingham from Alabama, give me a call. Okay. I'm cracking up.
Whatever is going on here, it's kind of like.
What do you mean whatever's going on? We know what's going on.
And they started doing the boys and girls, progressives were just like, okay, I'm out. So, they lean left. I want to go live to the White House. Trump has a bunch of professional athletes there. They're re-announcing the president.
Oh, I'm thinking presidential fitness, physical fitness. Oh, it was called an award where you get the patch. Okay. I'm thinking fit athletes. I'm thinking JFK Jr.-esque. I'm thinking what used to be Bruce Jenner. I'm thinking people that are into fitness. And here we go.
Fitness plan for American schools. And it looks like, so let's go live to the White House.
And they're going to do some very important things for our.
And here is our physical fitness team. Every single one has a beard. And okay, I mean, they don't look young, they don't look fit, because you can't really see because they're wearing suits. I know, shut up, Colleen, but I can't tell. I don't know who any of these people are. I hate beards, except on one or two people. Trump looks very unhealthy, but listen to him when he speaks. Focus on that.
Country. Nobody knows LT, greatest ever. Lawrence Taylor.
Ever. Lawrence Taylor. I don't know who Lawrence Taylor is. It should be just kids. I mean, I've worked with so many kids in sports medicine programs for high schools, athletes, colleges. I've worked with athletes at colleges that have gone on to play for professional sports teams. I've worked with professional sports players. I'm not seeing it here. I'm seeing a bunch of old men in suits with gray hair and beards. And that's inspiration, baby. That's inspiration, man.
You could play right now, I think, LT. He only looked that way. Well, I'm delighted to be here with some of the truly great sports legends of all time as we formally announce the newest members of the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. This is an important step in our mission to make America healthy again. It's something that's very important, what we're doing, very important. Dating back to the administration of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, this council has championed the vigor and strength and vitality of the American people. Today, we continue that very proud tradition. This group is led by two-time major champion and one of the greatest in the world, one of the highest ranked, and he just had a phenomenal Open Championship, as you probably saw, shooting one round that wasn't so good, and then he came back with about a 65 or something. He was getting a birdie on every hole.
So he's basically talking about golf, which most kids that live in the city, they're not going to the golf course. They're going to the basketball court. We have a lot of tennis courts all over the city, actually, to be bluntly honest with you. At many of the schools, playgrounds, and I always see people on them. I never said to myself when I was in high school, hey, let's go to that golf match. It was basketball, it was football, baseball. Instead, we have golfers here. Big, fat, ugly, old men with beards.
They were worried he might not make the cut, and he made the cut by about 200 strokes. It was pretty amazing.
I have no idea.
And he had a great week, actually. And he's also the longest hitter of a golf ball, I think, ever. But, you know, they say ever. I would say ever. Okay. And the longest in the world.
Let's base a high school program on that, on an old man that plays golf. With an old man that's hopelessly out of shape.
World today, and it's Bryson DeChambeau. He's a great guy. Been my friend for a long time. And from his storied amateur career, where he won the U.S. Amateur, I think once or twice. Did you win it?
It was once, and then the NCAAs as well.
Okay, you won a lot of other championships, but U.S. Amateur champion. And then, as you know, he won at Winged Foot, won the U.S. Open in Pinehurst, and Bryson has always been a phenomenal ambassador to sports and to golf, but generally to life, in my opinion. He's a smart guy and a good guy, great guy, loves our country. We're also pleased to be joined by
Trump doing the glad handing here. I know that You just mentioned Bryson DeChambeau. He's got Harrison Butker behind him, the Kansas City Chiefs kicker. He's got Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, I can't relate to any of these people, and I don't know how the average high school kid will relate to them. So I don't see this going anywhere. And perhaps I'm wrong. But I think it's bullshit.